Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for visiting our channel and for choosing to watch our videos. If you want the channel to grow, kindly take a second or two and subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we do a video like this. Give this video a like so that it can be recommended to many more people and help us share our videos. To all our subscribers and our supporters, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is something that William Ruto cannot comprehend, is the magnanimity and the resilience that Raila Odinga is. Raila is able to work with his political nemesis after they rob him of his victory, after very closely contested elections over the years from 2007, 2013, 2017, and 2022, when it is very clear that he suffered, he was a victim of electoral malpractice, courtesy of very many dark forces that connived together. The other thing that William Ruto cannot understand, apart from the magnanimity working with those who mess him up during elections, is the resilience that Raila Odinga has. After a hotly contested debate, in fact, after 2022, elections of 2022, William Ruto had declared that he was going to carry Raila on top of his wheelbarrows and he will ferry Raila to Bondo. The whole of the Kenya Kwanza team knew very well that after Raila, quote unquote, lost, because we all know that that was election malpractice, they knew that his supporters would not come back and support him again because the NIS had told William Ruto that Kenyans were tired of the narrative ya kwamba nimeibiwa. Remember 2017, Raila said waki apisha tuna apisha. And of course, you know that mock swearing in that took place. Just how Raila Odinga has metamorphosed and now he is a new animal altogether is something that William Ruto cannot understand. Because William Ruto had choreographed a plan to start planting people in Nyanza. In fact, you remember when Cleopas Malala, the Secretary General of the UDA, was given his position, he declared in public that the first break was going to be in Kisumu. And I remember when he went there, he told people that when you register as a UDA member, then you will be considered on priority when it comes to recruitments of NYS, the police, and the military. And they thought that Raila was gone. Then came the narrative that Raila had been swallowed and he was ready to work with William Ruto in the National Dialogue report and all that. But Raila gave them time and he was looking at them. Then he started the ODM recruitment drive that neutralized William Ruto completely. Today, Raila was in Busia County and you've seen him. The way he was received in Siaya, Bondo, Kisumu. Then he expanded. Now he was crossing the Nyanza borders to Kisii, and today he was in Busia. And the massive loyal support that Raila is receiving is one that is shaking this government. Because when you look at the rally today, three things happened that really is worrying William Samoei Ruto and his team. Because Raila is going nowhere. If you look at Raila himself, Raila is going nowhere. And I think it is because of the mere fact that William Ruto rode to power by fallacy, promising what he knew very well he was not going to achieve, promising to lower the cost of living, and he knew very well he could not achieve. I want us to listen to this declaration in Busia, because this is one of the things that is really worrying the government.
Naona vijana hapa ni fire! Vijana fire! 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 Leo Busia tunatengeneza declaration. Kuna jamaa alikuja hapa anaitwa William Ruto. akajifanya yeye ni hasola, akajifanya yeye ni mama mboga. Leo tunamdenounce. Busia, we are making a declaration that one William Ruto is no longer a hasola. Vijana fire! Fire!
Tusalimiane. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Salamu za baba huko. Mlembe handi. Watu wa Busia, leo mumeona baba yenu, mmechangamuka sana. Naona muko tayari. Sisi tunawapenda. Nyinyi ni ndugu zetu. Tunawapenda. Kama tuko na mambo ya kuongea, mimi nitarudi hapa next week nikae na nyinyi.
So those are leaders who led the ODM supporters in Busia in making a declaration. And you will understand that William Ruto has been trying to get into what many people call swing votes. The areas that did not vote for him, yet to me they are not swing votes, they are ODM zones. Because Ruto believes that in Kisii, he can still get a chunk of votes there. He believes that in Nyanza, he could turn the tables. In Western, in fact in Western, that's where he's got a lot of interest. He elevated Mudavadi. Apart from giving him the position of a chief minister, he also added him the foreign affairs docket. The DPP was given, Mr. Igonga was given his role to woo the Western votes. Of course, you know, people like Atwoli ditched Raila thinking that they will turn the tables there. But this kind of scenes really make William Ruto sick. And I want to tell you 3 things that happened in this rally that is really worrying the president and his team, apart from that declaration. Because hii ni ile walewe wanasema tawi tumekataa abadan katan. Now the first thing that happened, ladies and gentlemen, is the manner in which people came to attend this rally on a weekday. Of course, it also proves that sometimes Kenyans don't have jobs, because many people, you know, the situation is dire today than it was even 1 year ago. They came without being ferried using school buses, the way you've seen the other camp does. Because if there is a contest that is yet to be finished between Raila and Ruto, is just who has or who controls majority of Kenyans. And this is why anytime William Ruto is going somewhere, he would wish that people go to that rally. You remember the last Jamhuri Day when William Ruto ferried school children, and they were placed at a very strategic point where, as he entered into that kiwanja, they were really shouting Ruto, 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 carrying, you know, flags, just to hoodwink people that William Ruto is loved. They have tried even to organize some demonstrations in the CBD. So the manner in which people came here and they voluntarily came here is worrying the president. Number 2, these people braved an attempted interference by goons or the police from the Kenya Kwanza team. We've seen how they broke that gathering where people were celebrating Raila's birthday. Live bullets and tear gas. And the way they messed up an event where Governor Simbarati was distributing some bursary. And so they wanted to create fear. But these youths decided liwe liwalo. And of course Raila rallied them and told them, it is your time. You need to rise up and stand firm.
Yule ambaye anapanga njama ya kuharibu mkutano yetu ni mpumbavu. Hawezi hata kidogo kutuumiza sisi. Nguvu yetu ni wananchi, ni nyinyi. Mnaoga. Mnaogopa mtu. Mnaogopa mtu. Bas kama mbaya ni mbaya, sio?
So breathing any kind of intimidation and threat is something that should worry. It's worrying these people, because when people are ready to die for you, then you know this man is loved. And that is the difference between William Ruto and Raila Odinga. You know, as this was happening, William Ruto is looking at his rallies in Nyahururu, where people gave him a very lukewarm reception. He's thinking of the recent one in Nakuru, where people heckled Susan Kihika in his presence, and is losing popularity every day, while Raila's popularity is gaining momentum, and it is really worrying him. They were also very ready to register, and of course Raila was telling them that Busia is leading in ODM registration among all the 47 counties.
Tumekuja Busia na sababu manake Busia ndio kiherehere ya chama cha ODM katika jamhuri yote ya Kenya. Ukiangalia makaunti zote 47, ili chanti ambayo imeongoza kwa kusajili wanachama wa chama cha ODM, Busia number 1, Homa Bay number 2, Kisumu number 3, Kilifi number 4. Tumelana vizuri. Ndio sababu tumeanza hapa leo na Busia. Na leo ni baada ya mimi kuwa na birthday yangu wiki jana. Sherehe yangu ya kwanza kisiasa ni Busia.
So they are not only ready to come to listen to Raila, but they are also ready to register as ODM members. The last one, these residents heckled Otuoma, their governor, because they feel Otuoma is a mole. Otuoma has been trying to work very closely with William Ruto. You see, there's a difference between working with the national government and trying to lean on their sides, towards their sides, as if you are supporting their policies. And you see, the residents of Busia are the people who voted for Otuoma. So for them to heckle Otuoma, they know the reasons why. They feel Otuoma does not represent them, just like the people who voted Governor Kihika. They are the ones who voted her in. And so when they rebel, the rebellion is because of something that only the voters understand. So these people made their point that they don't need anyone who is trying to incline like if he wants to work with William Ruto, a government that they feel is corrupt, a government that does not care about them.
Sasa hii serikali ya Ruto kazi imemshinda. Waliingia kwa dirisha, Bwana Chebucheta aliwaweka huko, lakini walichukua yetu na ikameza, ikakoma kwa koo, imekoma kwa koo, imekataa kuteremka. Wanajaribu na kwa simana hiyo. Walitoa ahadi mingi kwa vijana. Walisema kigeni mna hii utaangalia mambo ya mahasla, ati mambo ya mama mboga, jua kali, bodaboda. Mmeona hapo? Mmepata pesa? Ile pesa ya M-Pesa 500 unafanya naye nini? Unaweza kuanzisha biashara na 500? Hiyo hustler fund mmeona? Mwana hiyo hustler fund? Hai sio imekwama. Kwa upande ya matibabu, dawa hakuna kwa hospitali. Dawa hakuna kwa hospitali. Kwa upande ya elimu, watoto wamekwama nyumbani. Hakuna basari. Hapa mko na basari? Kuna basari hapa? Si hakuna. Alafu pande nyingine, bei ya mafuta iko wapi? Bei ya sukari iko wapi? Stima iko wapi? Unga iko wapi? Sikila kitu iko juu. Si yeye mwenyewe alisema ya kwamba mafuta inatoka Kenya inaenda Uganda.
A government that is full of more promises from during the campaigns up to date. A government that is choking people with high taxes. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, it is a cause to worry someone, and William Ruto does not just understand Raila Odinga. The resilience and the love that he gets from people is really worrying. As we approach 2027, it is very far, but campaigns have started. William Ruto must work extra hard, must burn the midnight oil. Otherwise, he's staring at the first one-term president in the history of Kenya. And that is my take.